Welcome students. In previous class we have started with design of the screw jack and we have completed the first part of the design, that is the screw. Now let us proceed further for the second part, that is nut. This nut is being fixed on the body. When the screw is rotated or it tries to lift the load, it will exert a tensile stress on this nut. Hence this nut can be failed by a tensile failure. So we have sigma T is equal to W divided by pi by 4 d1 square minus d0 square. On substituting the values, I will get the value of d1, that is outer diameter of the nut, as 70.28 mm. The threads of the nut are subjected to compression as well as torsion. This kind of failure are known as bearing failure. Hence I can write W is equal to pi by 4 d0 square minus dc square. This is area of one ring or one turn, multiplied by n if there are n number of turns, multiplied by Pb, where Pb is the bearing pressure on the threads. On substituting the values, I will get 100 into 10 raised to 3 is equal to pi by 4 d0 we got as 60, dc we got as 51, multiplied by n multiplied by 12. This Pb is equal to 12 MPa for the steel screw and bronze nut combination. We have selected the materials for screw as steel and nut as bronze. So from PSG 7.87 we got the value of Pb as 12 MPa. On solving this, I will get number of tons as 10.62, which will round off to 11 tons. Also the height of the nut will be number of tons multiplied by the distance between them, that is pitch. So on solving this, I will get the height of the nut as 99 mm. The threads of the nut are also failed by shear. Hence I will use the shear failure and I will write tau is equal to W divided by pi multiplied by d0, that is the circumference of the nut, multiplied by T, that is thickness, multiplied by N, that is number of tons. T we can substitute as pitch by 2, hence the formula will become tau is equal to W pi into d0 multiplied by pitch by 2 multiplied by N. On substituting the values, I will get the shear stress induced in the nut is 10.72 MPa, which is less than the allowable shear stress, that is 47.5 MPa. Hence we can say our design of nut is safe. Next component to be designed is the nut collar. On observation we can see, due to the application of load, this nut collar will fail in shear, and while shearing it will rub the surface or the outer surface of the nut. Hence I can write tau is equal to W divided by area will be pi multiplied by d1, that is circumference of the nut, multiplied by the thickness of the nut collar, that is T1. On solving this, I will get the thickness of the nut collar as 10 mm. Also due to the load at the top, this nut collar will be failed by crushing. So I will write sigma C is equal to W divided by pi by 4 d2 square minus d1 square, where d2 is the outer diameter and d1 is the inner diameter of the nut collar. On substituting the values, I will get the value of d2 as 79.24 mm, which I can approximately write as 85 mm. Next part to be designed is the collar, as shown in the circular frame marked in the figure. For this we need the dimensions of d3 and d4, which we can directly find out by empirical relations given by d3 is equal to 1.75 d0, on solving which I will get 105 mm, and d4 is d3 divided by 4. On substituting, I will get the value of d4 as 26.25 mm. Handle is used to apply the force to lift the load. Hence the torque applied at the handle should be more than or equal to the torque required to overcome the screw friction plus the torque required to overcome collar friction. We have already found out Ts, now we will find out Tc. So Tc is given as mu c into W d3 plus d4 divided by 4. On solving this I will get Tc is equal to 557812 mm. Hence total torque will be Tc plus Ts, that is 1121386 Newton mm. We have torque is equal to P multiplied by L, that is the force applied multiplied by the length of the handle. In general, a normal human being can apply a force of 300 to 400 Newton. Considering he can apply the maximum, that is 400 Newton force, I will get 1121386 is equal to 400 multiplied by L. On solving this, I will get the value of L as 2803 mm, that is 2.8 meters. Next dimension to be found out for handle is diameter. Now if you observe that while applying the force on the handle, this handle will be subjected to bending. So for bending I have the relation m is equal to pi by 32 sigma b into dh cube. M, that is the torque which is applied, we already have that. Sigma b also we have as 96 MPa, we have already calculated because we know the material. On solving this I will get the value of dh as 49.18 mm, which I can approximate as 50 mm. This completes the design of the handle. The last part, as you can see in the figure given on the right side, when the load is lifted, that means when the screw is fully out, this screw will be acting as a short column. So we need to check for its stability by Johnson's criteria. So by Johnson's criteria we have WCR, that is crippling load, is equal to AC multiplied by sigma y 1 minus sigma y divided by 4c pi square E into LE by K square. Now let us look at the various terms involved in it. AC is the area at core, so I can write it as pi by 4 dc square. On solving this I will get AC as 2042.82 mm. Sigma y 80 MPa we have already seen. C is the end fixity coefficient. As one end is fixed and one end is free, we have C is equal to 0.25. E is the Young's modulus. For material steel we can take it as 2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square. K is the radius of gyration, that is 0.25 dc, it is the empirical relation. On solving this I will get the value of K as 12.75 mm. And LE is the effective length, which is given by the relation lifting height plus 0.5 into height of the nut. On solving this I will get answer as 549.5 mm. Substituting all the values in Johnson's criteria I will get WCR as 151.123 kilonewton. This means that at this load the screw will cripple. The load at our screw is only 100 kilonewton, hence 151.123 is greater than 100, hence we can write the design is safe because the crippling load is greater than the applied load. The last component which is remaining to be designed is body. For body we have to just consider the empirical relations which are given as follows. Diameter of body at the top, that is d5 as 1.5 d2, inner diameter of body at bottom d6 as 2.25 d2, outer diameter of body at bottom, that is d7 given by 1.5 d6, thickness of body t3, that is 0.25 d0, thickness of base t2, that is given by 2 t1, and the height of the body given by lifting height plus height of the nut plus 100. Just substitute the values and get the required answers. With this we have completed the entire design of the screw jack. Thank you.